Creating tables in Microsoft Word. Tables are an essential feature. For most of what you're doing, it can be put into a table, and creating those tables can be a very simple process. To begin, using your ribbon tabs at the top, you need to click the Insert ribbon. Once you have selected the Insert ribbon, you then will see you have an option for tables. You can either click the button and the drop-down menu will appear, and you can use the grid to decide how many rows and columns you would like to have, or you can click the arrow and you can tell Word to insert a table, to draw a table, or to insert a quick table. So let's begin with the grid. I am going to put in a table that consists of 4 columns and 2 rows. So I simply highlight those sections in the grid, and then on the last cell I will click. Once my table has been inserted into my Word document, you will now see that I have brand new tools. In fact, I have 2 ribbons for table tools. These are contextual ribbons, which simply means if I click away from the table, those tools are no longer available. However, if I click back inside of my table, the tools reappear. With these tools, we have options for enhancing the look of our table. You can use the options under Table Styles to enhance whether you want a total row, do you want banded rows, banded columns, first column. You can use Table Styles to adjust the way your table looks with just one click. And actually there are even more to choose from. You can also add specific shading to certain cells, and you can add specific border to certain cells. You can also be very specific. You can erase border if you would like. And all of these options are available as a table tool. We're going to undo that last one. Actually, the last couple. You also have a Layout tab. The Layout tab gives you additional features for your table. You can insert rows and columns. You can merge cells. You can split cells. You can also split your table if necessary. You can change the height and width of your columns or rows, and you can adjust where the text is appearing inside of your cells. You can also insert the table using the other features. So if once again we go back to Insert and Table, we're going to use the Insert Table feature. With this, a dialog box opens. This is very similar to how it used to work in older versions. You will make a selection for the number of columns you want and the number of rows, and then you can click OK. And once again, you have a basic table appear in your document, and you have your contextual ribbons appear for your table tools. Another way to create a table is you can go back to that table button and you can draw a table. Once you select that option, your cursor now looks like a pencil. With my pencil cursor activated, I will click and draw. With this feature, I can make the table as large or as small as I want, and I can put the lines exactly where I want them to appear. The Draw Table tool gives me a little more flexibility when creating my table, and this is where I can also use that eraser tool if I accidentally put a line in there I didn't mean to. This feature can be very welcomed if you are doing something custom, but sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating if you are just trying to make a basic table. But like any table, once you have drawn your table, you still have the table tools available to you. You can also choose the final option. If we go back to the Insert ribbon, back to Table, you can use Quick Tables. And as you scroll through this list, you will see all the different tables that are available. By simply clicking on one, that will be inserted into your document. So as you can see, creating tables is a very simple process.